Uncle Mado amerudi. But for me, as for me and my house, I was like, this man, mwenye ananispoil hivi na pesa. Ngoja aje. Hi y'all, how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well myself. I'm keeping safe. I am enjoying the new year. I'm enjoying the new days of the new year. Are we still really supposed to call it new year after a few weeks? I don't know. Anyway, how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well and keeping safe and being nice to people. It pays to be nice to people. I'm doing well. So, another story time, drum rolls. Again, I don't know what's been spooking me to do these story times, but as of now, I think it's because I want to look back 10 years from now and my memory is foggy. I hope it's not going to be foggy, but the memories will not be as fresh as they still are right now. So I want to be able to look back and watch these videos and be like, hi, immaculate. And I want my children and the children of my children to be able to watch these videos and be like, where? We should learn from her. So yeah, I think that's the main reason I'm doing these videos. I just want to remember these things. The reason, I don't know. I just feel like it's right now it's funny. Right at the time, it wasn't. Nothing was funny at the time of the things. At the time, the story times I'm giving you are happening. But right now, I mean, it could be a lesson to some of you, whoever is going to watch this video, the 2 of you, 5 of you, 10 of you that are going to watch this video, or maybe 1,000 of y'all. I don't know how many people will watch this video. But anyway, let's get into the story time of one time I remember when I lost my mind. Wait, let's get into the story time of one time I was in a long distance relationship, and my oh my, I was at home and bored. Really bored. I just needed something to do and I needed to be busy, so I decided I don't have a boyfriend, nobody's like really serious in my life right now. I just, I wanna get a few sleepless nights from somebody. Be careful what you ask for, because I literally got sleepless nights for months, so be careful what you ask for. Anyway, one day I was in the office, and then my dear friend Beryl, again, I told her, Beryl, so I have decided to get in an online platform, a dating site. And she was like, hey, Immaculate. Anyway, fast forward to we set up my profile and everything is good and ready to go until the first date. I remember even the first guy that I was meeting, I was supposed to meet him, I don't know, I think in a Java in town or somewhere, some random weird place in town. And Beryl did my makeup for that first date, and he stood me up. Yeah, he stood me up, he didn't show, and I got like, I felt like I'm not even certain this is really what I want to do, but I kept going, even like after it didn't work. And then I had put my, you see, in a dating site, I can't even talk. In a dating site, you can change your location, I think. Then I don't know, I haven't been on one, but at the time you could change your location and so my location was just like around Nairobi. So after that, I decided, like a few days, weeks later, I wasn't like really active on the thingy. So sometime later, I decided, let me change my location, just meet new people. Who knows? Labda hapo ndio nyota yangu iko. Ningejua. Anyway, I changed my location, and then I changed my location, nikaeka niko US. Niliweka niko US. Nilisema niko US. Anyway, I met a few guys in there, and we were talking, and then one guy. Well, I don't know what is wrong with me and meeting people who just want to run. Yani they're just born running. Yani they just want to come out. They want to come out from the womb and just run. Like they don't even want to cry once. They just want. Anyway, I met this guy and we started talking. I didn't think anything much of him, because I had met other people, and we had been talking, some of them for a few days, and I'm bored, they're bored, and we just stopped talking. So before this guy, I had only met one guy that seemed like one that we used to talk a bit, we talked with around for like 3 months, and he was actually kind of cool until he wasn't, and he started being psycho and calling me at hours of the night, and he wants explanations as to why I am sleeping without talking to him. I was like, yo, No, bye. Anyway, the story time is about now this particular guy that we matched, and he seemed really cool. He was actually he was a really cool guy. Now the problem, which wasn't really a problem, was the age. But then I told myself, the older they are, the maturer they are. Let me tell you all something, like I told you all in my previous video. It doesn't matter how old somebody is. It really doesn't matter. Don't ever judge somebody because of their age into maturity. Like, decide just because they're in their 30s or in their 40s, they are mature. Just don't. Anyway, so we started talking with this guy. One thing leads to another, and then he finally asked for my phone number, which I gave him. So he used to call me, and then, definitely the time difference, since I said that I'm in the US. So there was like 9 hours time difference. I can't remember alikuwa state gani, but different states have different times. So the state that he was in, we had like a 9-hour time difference. Anyway, this guy used to make sure he called me in the morning before he got into work, called me at his break time, his lunch time, when he got off work. Like, he was all up in my business. So it was really like nilikuwa always like sijui kama naweza patana na mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa serious kwa dating site. Like, I don't know if I can really ever meet anybody mwenye, we can really kick it and have a proper thing going. So this guy was actually doing that, and I was like, immaculate, maybe this is the one. Fast forward to 2 weeks later, he told me, I wish I was really there. I'd have liked for us to go out for dinner or lunch or something, So since I can't do that, let me send you some money for you to go and treat yourself to dinner and get yourself some flowers, like from me. And then we can, like, FaceTime throughout the dinner and all that. I was like, oh, how sweet. Anyway, this guy sends me money. He sent me like 13,000. I don't know how much money that is, like, in dollars. So when he sent me 13K, I was like, 13K. But I was appreciative. I was like, oh, thank you. This is really thoughtful. This is really nice. But like with 13 G's, there's really not a like proper restaurant that you can go to and do anything. And so I decided, but then you know what? Hii pesa nitaenda nifanye shopping yote. Tena nifanye shopping ya kwangu na nibuy maua na nimwambie let's sit from my house. But anyway, that happened. But now what that made me feel, I felt like this person is a provider. This person is, he can make an initiative. He knows what to do. Like, he's not the type of guy that will wait until you tell him, oh, Daily Peleka date, oh, you haven't gotten me flowers. Like, he knows how to do that. And, that is definitely going to sweep me off my feet. So anyway, fast forward to like a few weeks later, I was supposed to do my exam. I was really stressed about school and exams, and the course that I was taking and the exams that I was doing were hella expensive. They were really expensive. So we were talking, and I was just in my feelings and things of that sort. So he was like, hey, what's going on? You seem really dull. What's the deal? So I told him I have exams coming up and I'm supposed to book for the next ones before that, and finances and blah blah blah. He was like, Kwani, what was your plan when you decided to take the exams? Like, you had to have somewhere you were getting the money from. I told him, of course, that is I know where it's gonna come from. It doesn't mean that it can't stress me, and plus I also needed money from him. Like, hello. So when I was like, you're the one who asked me, so I'm just telling you, I'm not asking you for money really. So he told me, okay, it's fine. Well, if you don't need anything from me, then it's fine. I was like, shit. You're not asking him for anything. I should have just been candid and straightforward and just tell him, yo, I need money. Anyway, fast forward, that is around the second month of talking, which was in like October-ish, November-ish, around there. And this guy had promised me, I'm going to be coming to Kenya, and that's during December, to see you. This was like, how many years ago? Some time back. I was just really idle and just needed to, I was just idle. So he had told me he was going to come to Kenya in like December-ish, January. So, he's like the following week, I texted him and told him, you remember the conversation we had, and I was telling you I don't need any money from you for the exams. I might be needing that. This guy did not even argue with me, and this is like month 1.5 of talking. He goes like, how much is it that you need? So I told him I needed around 60,000 Kenya shillings. So I just directly translated that into dollars, and I was like, around $650, $700. Tell me why this guy sent me 90,000. I was so happy. I was feeling like, guy, 90K yote, huu ni bwanangu. mimi huyu ndo atanioa. Alafu I don't know, I feel like it's so easy for a guy to soften a girl's heart with good treatment, money, like just doing things for her, like helping me step out of my masculinity and just making me be in my full glory of feminism. Yani, it's just one thing that I will sweep any girl off their feet. So I was like, who you? Yeah. Anyway, this guy sent me the money and he told me how much is gonna come in December, which is 1.5 months away, how much he's gonna make sure we go back together, how we're gonna have a family together. We're already talking about how many children we want. We've never met in person. Mi simjui na anijui, but huyu mtu ananitumia pesa like crazy. So far kuna ile 30k ya kwanza, si amenitumia 90,000. Majina tushapea watoto, engagement ring ashaniuliza size ya kidole ni gani. Yani it was like moving like this, but I was like, it's okay, I don't mind, because yani the treatment, yani everything is just nice. I hadn't seen any red flags. I was too blind to see red flags, because excuse me, red flags where? With all this money, red flags where? There are no red flags over here. Anyway, the phone calls start becoming really short. So we go on and on talking, but now the phone calls have become a bit less than they were. He isn't calling me every morning, every break time, lunchtime, usiku when he gets to his house. Right now excuses have begun. Anga, he's so tired from work. He didn't get a break at work. In the morning he was hella busy. He couldn't get a minute to call me like he usually does. He woke up pretty early. All he does is work. He doesn't have time and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. After all, the money has been coming in. Why am I complaining? And this job of his is what is bringing this money. So fast forward to December rolls in, and now I'm really anxious. I'm waiting because, hey, Uncle Mado anakuja. I'm going to get this money in person. Where? Hey. Anyway, around the date that he had told me was gonna come, he calls me and he tells me that he's really sorry. Something came up. I don't even know. I think that was around the first lies that he was telling me. So he tells me that he's really sorry. He won't be able to come. And I don't know. It's the sister, somebody is sick in the hospital, he can't leave them, something. So I'm like, oh no, I'm really sorry, I hope they get well soon, blah blah. So and he's like, okay, so I'm not going to be close to my phone because I'm taking care of my relatives. I'm like, what does your phone have to do with somebody being sick? Like, you can't get a minute to even talk to me at all. He didn't respond to that, and he was quiet for like 1.5 weeks. And let me tell you, I was losing my mind. Yani, I couldn't even sleep. Yani, when I go to sleep, naingia to WhatsApp and I'm checking and I can't see any messages. Yani, I had a best friend at the time. So I called my best friend and I'm like, guy, can you imagine? He has not called me. He's not even talking. He has not been online. And that's do what. And then she's telling me, I don't think this guy is legit. And whenever she said that, I used to feel like, you don't know him. I'm the one who knows him. Well, anyway, 1.5 weeks later, almost 2 weeks, he comes back and he tells me how much he's been stressed because whoever it is that was sick, but right now they're feeling better, and because he's really sorry, he wants to make it up to me. I'm like, yeah, okay. So at the time, I'm beginning to kind of heal, and I'm sad. I'm sad. This is my money person. I mean, of course, I'm sad that they've not been talking to me. So he's like, sis, I want to make it up to you. Let me send you something to go out for dinner and treat yourself, like, on my behalf. I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. Hey, kidogo, confirmed you have received 50,000. What are you saying? Of course, I'll forgive him. Hey. But now that's the thing. Hiyo ndo makosa inaingia. Hapo ndo sasa unachagua. Unataka ulilie kwa Range Rover ama unataka ukae hapa kwa tuktuk. Sasa mimi hiyo time nikaamua, hapa kwa Range ni kama nipa comfortable zaidi. After hapo mimi akinipigia simu, it's okay my love, I forgive you. Nenda ukanikosea tena urudi utume zingine 50. Anyway, we sort that out, and he's like, the problem with you is that you're always doubting me. Stop doubting me. I've told you that it's you that I want to marry. I'm going to come to Kenya and I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife. You're going to be the mother of my children. Anga yada. Iyo time najiambia, it's okay. It's okay. Unaona mali pesa inatoka. Haina noma. So anyway, fast forward, that time nishalipa exams na zile ndo alinitumia. So here I have pesa zingine. Ask me right now, my hizo pesa zilienda by there. I don't even know. I think I did a thing or two with the money, but I don't know. I really don't remember. Anyway, fast forward, January comes and I'm like, yo, you told me you were gonna come last month. This and this happened. What's the progress? What's the plan? Like, unapanga ukuje lini? So he tells me they were only getting a break from work in December. So now I have to wait till April for him to come during the Easter holiday break. I'm like, yeah, bet only 3 months. It's okay. I'm going to wait. So because of the inconvenience of not coming, I think that time he sent me like 30,000. If I'm not wrong, I think he sent me like 30,000. And I understand maybe this is pocket change in like American dollars and in like the American people. I don't know, maybe 90K, 60, 50K, 30K is pocket change. Wow. But for me, as for me and my house, I was like, this man, spoil living a pesa. Ngoja. Anyway, it was really something that was wooing me. Like, nilikuwa na feel this man is a provider. Huyu yeye ni Psalms 31 man. Yani ni huyu. Fast forward, a few weeks later, I don't remember the timestamps right now. It's been many years ago. He tells me, he just called me in the morning. We spoke for a little bit, and then later on in the day, I'm texting him, hey, are you okay? You've been really quiet. He's not responding. I can't see any blue ticks. The following day, and the day after, and the day after, and this time he's gone for 3 clinics. And let me tell you, Maina, those 3 weeks, I have gone back now to that that chick that used to be my best friend, and I'm like, guy, can you imagine I can't see his calls. I can't see his texts. The texts that I'm sending him, they're not going through. I don't understand what's going on with him. And let me tell you, where I think Missy Drew, what is worse, being heartbroken by somebody that you see around you, like a boyfriend that is close, or being heartbroken by somebody you've actually never seen. You just see them on video call, and the video calls had pungwad kabisa. So I'm telling her, Aki, I don't know. Do you think he's okay? Ama maybe he's dead. What do you think we should do? Now, that best friend of that chick back then, and I feel like, but she's more investigative than I am. But then, 2 Delulus together, we decide, Ebu, I told her, I call the cops. Who call? Imagine me and Momo, me and myself and I, nipige 911, nijue huko kwao. Kama ako sawa. Ama kama ako mochari, ama rada ni gari. So, she tells me, I don't think it's necessary. Ama ni sawa. So tuchochane na yani. It's okay, you go ahead. If this guy that has been spoiling you with all this money is fine, you go ahead. I think that is how that conversation went. I don't know if I remember correctly. So I decided to ingia online. Iyo time it's around at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning. Yani I can't even sleep. Nikilala tu hivi, when I turn, I'm looking at my phone. I can't see any messages. I'm thinking to myself, Kai, and all the money this guy used to give to me. Yani kwanza, when I think about the money, I feel like I'm going to go crazy. So I ingia online. So I search his full names. Somebody. Of course, I can't say his name. Somebody. Fill in the state where he comes from. PO box I don't have. Email address I don't have. I skip. Every other detail for number. Sijui what I fill in. And then they wakaniletea like almost 40 people with that name, and I'm like, guy, sasa which one is he? So I go clicking, and there's no photo that you can look at to identify which one he is. So I go clicking until I click on one, and I see the bio and the family, and I'm like, wait a minute. He has told me about his sister who has this name. So I click on the sister. Then I get the phone number of the sister. Tell me why I decide to call the sister at 3 in the morning to ask about a guy I have never met. Makiwe had paid 2,000 bob for this website I was looking for him on. Yo. Well, sometimes I feel like I'd shoot my younger self in the head. But then at times I just feel like that little girl needed some love. That girl just needed to be told, calm your tits down. Just calm down. You're rushing your life. Anyway, like I said, I think I learned so much from some of these things that happened. I don't look at myself as a victim of any circumstance. I just look at myself as somebody who learned a lesson from things of that sort, because right now where I am, I know what I can and cannot tolerate from a person. Anyway, back to the nitty-gritties. So I call the sister and the sister doesn't pick up. I decide to WhatsApp her and tell her, hi, I'm so and so's girlfriend. I'm looking for him. Is he okay? He hasn't talked to me. I don't know in even how long. Blah, 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 blah. This chick responds to me and tells me, I don't know who you're talking about and you have the wrong number. Don't like get in touch with me again. I'm like, I think nilikuwa pia mimi nimeanza kukua psycho juu ya pesa wewe. Anyway, a whole month rolls around and then like after a month or so, a month and some weeks, tell me why this guy hits my DM again. At the time, I have already deleted his conversations. I have deleted his number. I don't want anything to do with him. Yani, I'm hella mad at him. One day, I'm just in the house and now I have stopped like crying myself to sleep. I'm not thinking about him that much. One day, around 11 a.m., like pretty early, like that time, it must have been really late. I get a message. Hey my love, anga sijui nilikuwa wapi, anga si there na sio ngoi yet. Like a lot of nonsense. Okay, at the time ilikuwa nonsense kwangu. Niliona hiyo message, I was like, hey, thank you God. Uncle Mado amerudi. So I get a text and he's explaining himself. He's telling me he's really sorry that he hasn't talked to me in such a long time. If I'm free, come on, anaweza nipigie simu. I'm like, yeah, sure, you can call me. Of course, sionyeshi hiyo excitement yet. Oh, hey, thank God. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he calls me. I'm like, yes. He's like, no, don't be so mean when you're picking up the phone. I'm really sorry. I got attacked by thugs. I was stabbed kwa tumbo in my chest. I have been in the ICU. So for the last how long? Really? He's like, yeah, I can't even talk properly. I'm like, okay, well, can I see where you were stabbed? Like, can I see the wound? Or he's like, no, it's already healed right now. I'm like, can I see the scar at least? No, he had been shot and stabbed. I'm like, I don't know how gunshot wounds heal. I've never seen somebody who has been shot. I've never been shot, so I don't know. So he's like, no, it's not healed, so I can't show you and it's pretty disgusting. I'm like, bruh, I actually think you have a life there. I think you have a life there and you just want somebody online to be talking to and keeping yourself busy. Now, it was at that time that I started feeling, hapa kuna red flags. I need to watch out for myself. But then, because there's money to confuse me, this guy tells me, anyway, I missed you so much and I'm really sorry and I want to make it up to you. So I want to pay for a vacation for you. Just go somewhere and treat yourself. So I'm like, no, I want to know when you're coming to Kenya. Wachana na mambo ya nganiende date, nganiende vacation. You tell me when you're coming to Kenya. He's like, you know, since I had been shot and sijui nili. Yani, mi hadi saa ingine, yani hizi stories zake zilikuwa tu zinakaa stories za jaba. And the thing is, he used to spoil me so much with money that I chose to overlook the red flags. So that chick that was my best friend at the time, she would not tell me to my face, but she'd be like, imagine chali ataka. Imagine chali, there is nowhere you people let mtawaipatana kwa hii maisha. And I'd be like, really, like, so you just as you si hata unisaidie tu kukua delusional. Like, why are you jinxing the whole thing? Anyway, this guy tells me, I want to send you money, and I apologize, do what. Anyway, long story short, this guy sends me 70,000. I'm like, I forgive you again. I forgive you again. It's okay. Enda ukanyamaze tena mwaka urudi unipe milioni. It's okay. Anyway, at the time I was getting pretty fed up though. But sasa like ile kumuonyesha, it's okay. I hope your wounds heal well. And those guys that attacked you, I hope wameshikwa, blah, 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 blah. Get well soon, my love. Anga sijui what. Fast forward, time yake ya kufika tena imekam. So kukama kaanza kuniambia ati ameona afadhali aende South Africa, then akitoka South Africa ndo akuje Kenya, ama kama si hivyo afike South Africa, alafu ndo anitumie pesa mimi sasa ndo niende South Africa tupatane. I'm like, yeah, at least finally tutapatana because it's been long overdue. We've just been talking over the phone and at the time it's around 7 months na tujaipatana ever kwa maisha hivi. Na hiyo time video calls zimepungua. All along, sasa the money that I'm telling you anatuma is when like akinyamaza. All along like hapa katikati unaweza pata like in a week anatumia 20k, the following week atume 10, after 2 weeks atume 30, after like a week atume, yani like that, like he was always sending money like that. So one time this guy, when now he was supposed to be going to South Africa, he calls me, he's pretty excited. He's like, I'm leaving the house right now, I'm heading to the airport, I'm gonna call you in like 8 hours. Ngo. Mi niko like, wewe naenda South Africa, wewe mnaniambia nini? Alafu nilikuwa mtoto bado, so vitu kama hizo zinanibamba mbaya. Yani the fact that sijawahi hata toka Kenya, the farthest nimepanda ndege kwenda ni hapa Mombasa. So I'm like, where, don't play with me, don't play with it, excuse me. Anyway, tell me why this guy, it's been 7 hours, I have dropped him messages and simu yake inaenda single tick. So I'm like, ako kwa ndege anakuja ataniambia tu. Tell me why the following day I wake up, now it's past 7 hours, nimelala nimeamka, napata ni double ticks zile text nilimtumia kumaanisha asha land place, hayuko kwa ndege anymore na hazijibiwi. Alafu sasa wacha niingie tena kwa ile confusion ya kupiga simu. Wacha nipige simu, simu haishikwi. Kidogo wacha ninunue credit ya 200 ndo nimpigie directly. Simu haishikwi. Then I continue calling and texting. All of a sudden simu I believe imezimwa sababu sasa it's a single tick. Sasa kwa WhatsApp it's no longer double ticks. Na ameenda amenyamaza tena. This time I don't know if it was for 3 weeks, a month, like a month, and like I think this time it was like almost for 2 months. And then he comes back again. It's like, oh the whole cycle again. And he's like, oh, I forgot my phone at the airport and missed my flight. And my Sidri, after he missed his flight, he had to book another. Sidri, he forgot his phone at the airport. And what was the story? He forgot his phone at the airport. And no, he forgot his phone at the airport while he was boarding the plane. So upon getting to his next destination, he had to go back to his previous destination to get his to go back to his previous destination to get his phone, which he found. They had kept it safe for him. So upon getting there, by the time he books another flight to come, because he has missed the next flight that he was supposed now to take to South Africa, the flights were hella expensive, and then now he decided first to go home, and then upon getting home, Sijui his jaw. I can't even remember the cook and burn stories that guy gave me. At that point, I was like, it's okay. But then at the time, I didn't even have the energy in me to be like, why are you doing this to me? I didn't even have the energy in me. And at the time, I was like, this long distance shit is not for me. It's just not for me. I mean, I wanted it because the money was good, but this is not for me. Because if you're doing this to me and we've never even met, you've never set your eyes on me, what about when I am with you? Bruh, what the excuse my French, what are you going to do? Anyway, same old, he reaches out, he's like, I'm really sorry, that is what happened, and right now I actually want to show you something, I have a surprise for you. And he's like, but no, I'm not going to show you, I'm just going to tell you I got you a ring, so just be patient. Now at this time, it's like almost 9 months into talking and promises of I'm coming. He's always coming. Yeah, tu ni wa kukujanga tu, anakuwa tu kwa njia akikuja tu. So I'm like, yeah, okay. He's like, I also got you the perfumes that you wanted. I got you and what. I'm like, okay. And then akaniambia, I can see you're still mad. What do you want me to do in order for you to be a bit jovial? So nikajiambia, wewe lazima unitumie pesa ya mwisho kabla nikublock wewe. As much as I don't block people. So I'm like, I mean, I've been really tired and I could use a vacation. So are you going to pay for that? So he goes like, yeah, of course. How much money do you need? So nikamwambia, I need 100,000. And then he goes ahead and tells me, no, right now I'm not working, so that will not be possible, but let me see what I can send. Which alinitumia 10k. Na mimi nimeweka standards huko mbinguni, akani humble, akaniambia vacation utalipiwa na watu wenu, mimi si wenu. Anyway, after that I just decided to cut ties. Like me nikaacha kumwongelesha. I didn't block him, I didn't delete his contacts anymore. Nikaacha kumwongelesha. And then one day I was just sitting in the house and then alikuwa amenitext and then nikapata messages, hi, you don't talk to me like you used to, kwani what happened? And then I'm like, kwani uchelea na nibebaje ufala? At the time nilikuwa sasa nimechoose kuona past the money and past the stupid treatment that I think is actually good treatment just because of money. Like, I am better than that, I deserve better than that. So at the time I had chosen to see past all of this money issue. So then I texted him and told me, listen to me, listen real good. Stop texting me. Stop talking to me. Stop reaching out to me. I know I could have blocked him, but like I said, I don't know. It's not in me. I don't block people. So I told him, stop talking to me. Stop texting me. Stop leaving me messages. Stop asking me why I don't talk to you like I used to. I am done with this shit. You can't be lying to me like I'm a child. I mean, hell, Sawa, you're way older than me. Like he was like 30 years older than me. Yeah. I was 20 at the time. Mama 21. I was pretty young. Anyway, I think I was 21, 23. 23 maybe, 24. I don't know. I was like, it's been like, it's a few years ago. So yeah, he never responded to that. He just never talks to me again. But then nikaka, like almost 1 year later, like almost 10 months later, like it had already spilled over to the following year. So nikaka, and I was like, nimesota, I'm broke. Let me reach out to this guy nione kama naweza pata some money. So I texted him, I'm like, hey, a long time, how have you been? So he responded actually almost immediately. He was like, oh, uliniongelesha vibaya, you were really rude to me. I can't believe my future wife could talk to me like that. And a lot of stories. Nikamwambia, where you were playing games with me. I was like, how could I have been playing games with you? I spent a lot of money on you. I wanted you to do. Nikamwambia, well, it's okay. I am back. Do you still want to do this? He's like, no, I can't trust you anymore. He was a black guy, si mzungu. I can't trust you anymore after the messages you left me. Nikamwambia, what messages? I didn't insult you. He's like, well, you told me to never talk to you again. How do I know that you're not going to do that to me again? Nikamwambia, how do I know that you're not going to lie to me again, sir? How? I don't know that either. He's like, okay. So nikamwambia, now the following day nikamwambia, you know, I have some financial issues. I need some money. Angasija kwa like, oh, what financial issues? Nikamwambia, you know, just some things that I need to do. I need to take care of some things. It goes like, how much do you need? Nikamwambia, whatever you have, you just do that. Then nilisema nataka 100,000, nikatumia 10,000. Nikaona wewe jamaa tu. So I'm like, whatever you have. Kutoka hapo hakunijibu, hakutuma pesa. I think after 2 weeks ndo akanitumia 4,000. Nilikuwa like, labda ni mtu wako okay, well, haizi kuwa mtu wako kamiti, but nikajiambia huyu hapana. So anyway, that is where I wrapped up the long distance relationship shenanigans, and I told myself this shit is not for me. I don't know how people who are in long distance relationships, those that have actually never met their significant others do it. Like, I need to see you. I need to make sure you're real. I need to see you and make sure you actually exist, and for me to actually see how you behave in person, because no. For me, at that point, ndo nilikuwa like, long distance relationships with people I have actually never met is enough for me. I can't do it. I'm not meant for it. I'm not built for that shit. I just could. I tried it that one time and my heart almost stopped. So not for me. So yeah, that's another story time, and I haven't even finished my yogurt and my legs are numb. I can't even feel my legs. I need to go and get this makeup out of my face because it's been a long day. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. You pause kidogo kwanza. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate you all, whoever it is that have watched, the 2 of you that have watched, or 5 of you, 10 of you. I don't know how many of you, 1,000 of you that have watched. Leave a comment. Tell me about a time you decided to ingia online and date people online. Be in a long distance relationship with people from dating sites. Like, niambieni hapo kwa comment section ndio nione kama tuko wengi tumepitia haya mambo, ama ni mimi peke yangu nilipitia mambo kama haya. Anyway, it's been really fun jinxing with you guys, and until I see you next time, bye.